It's the King's Fox here. This is my channel where I talk about anime, video games, cartoons, most notably Sonic and Ninja Turtles. And today I'm going to be talking about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and stuff. As you can tell from the title of the video, I'm going to be doing a breakdown on Raphael. I'll be talking about the characters' feats, lore, history, personality, love interest, you name it. So all of that, I'm going to explain all that here. Alright, so let's get into it. Raphael is one of my favorite characters in the series among his brothers. Raphael is not only one of my favorite heroes, but also he's co-creator Kevin Eastman's favorite as well. He's one of my favorites because outside his bad qualities, he's a good jerk deep down inside. And not to mention, Raphael is also the mascot of the Ninja Turtle series. As you can always see that, you know, Raphael's face is everywhere and stuff, red mask and everything. But yeah. Raphael is the most violent and sassiest among the Ninja Turtles. He's quick to assume the worst. He's the most vindictive, and he's the first to run off by himself. And as we know from the 2003 cartoon song, he's always the first to throw the first punch. So yeah, his temper is much worse than any other character in the series, except for like maybe Leatherhead. And when left unchecked, Raph can probably be pushed enough to kill his own brothers on an accident if he was provoked enough. Which there have been some stories about that. This part of him is very human, since we all may falter a little or get caught slipping on bad days, and Raph has definitely had his bad days. Outside of his temper and resentment towards Leonardo, he's usually a good friend, brother, and son. Raphael has a soft spot for children and animals, much like Michelangelo. Raph has even adopted a few reptilian pets like Pepperoni, Spike, or as we know, Slash, and Chompy. In my opinion, I think he has the most in common with Splinter, even though he's known for his wisdom. Master Splinter can have his moments where he can be a hard case as well. Raph can also be very sincere, giving pep talks to his brothers, including Leonardo, and inspiring others based off his willpower and warrior spirit alone. My current take on Raphael. So, it's no secret that I'm not really a fan of how Sophie Campbell's been writing the characters and stuff, especially in the main series of books, because it's done nothing but just preach to the audience and assassinate longtime characters, and in my personal opinion, I feel like Raph is one of them. I wouldn't say his character has been completely assassinated, but it's more so like, and I'll explain this in a minute, but it's just more so like in the main series of books, she just gives Raph the role as a constable of Mutant Town, and as constable, he just gets shitted on by everyone. It's not even funny. And it's not like he's done anything like terrible, or it's not like, you know, there are things outside of his control. It's like, nah, people are just shitting on him just for no reason. Like even Alopex, and I'll get into that later too. But I just don't like it. It's like, well, why are you shitting on Raph? He had nothing to do with this. Or they're like, oh my god, Raph, all you care about is your job, even though he just got it in the previous issue. So I'm like, why is this a thing? So stupid. So yeah, like I said, don't read the main series of TMNT books. If you want to read a good TMNT story, read Last Ronin. I know it came out last year, it finished coming out last year and whatnot. Currently they have the Armageddon games. Personally myself, the Armageddon games is not anything super special, but it's like, I would say it's above average. It's at least average in my opinion. It's definitely better than the main series of books. It kind of feels like the OG kind of IDW comics and stuff, like during like the first 50 issues of the series. So I gotta say, yeah, if you really like the IDW stuff from the first 50 issues and stuff, I think you would definitely like Armageddon games. Mainly because you have Tom Waltz working on there, so yeah. So thankfully, yeah, Raph is absent from the main series of books. So unfortunately, my boy Donatello is not. But we'll talk about Donatello some other day. But I mean, in there, Raph has definitely humbled himself enough to work with Shredder and Old Hob and stuff, despite the bad history he has with the both of them, and he's doing it out of respect for Splinter and stuff. So yeah, so that's the current take on Raphael right now in the IDW comics and stuff. Yeah. Alright, so let's get into some of Raphael's accomplishments. Alright, as a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, Raph is a master level ninja at the age of 15, making him a master in hand-to-hand combat, knife throwing and weapons, stealth, swimming, etc. Pretty much all the other 18 disciplines of ninjutsu. He's defeated along with his brothers the Shredder, General Krang, Baxter Stockman, hunting the Purple Dragons, the Triceratons, Lord Drake, Convaxes, Shokunabo, etc. Raphael once became the Shredder and the leader of the Foot Clan at one point. That was in the Image Comics, or best known as TMNT Urban Legends. Yeah, Raph got his whole face blasted off, and then he was kind of rocking this eye patch and Casey's mask, and then eventually he kind of started wearing Shredder's armor and became the leader of the Foot Clan. And he was kind of steering in a good direction, but you should probably check out that story though to get the full context. He's become the vigilante known as the Night Watcher. He's handled a lot of felons, gangsters, armed thugs, etc. By himself. As an excellent driver and motorcyclist, Raph has won the life-threatening charity race in the 22nd century on a hostile planet called as Latora 4. Raphael is also the championship wrestler, taking down Triple Threat alongside Leonardo, also inside the 22nd century. So yeah, Raph has definitely accomplished a lot of things. If I missed a few things, you can probably let me know down below. I just wrote what I thought came to mind. So yeah. Raphael is a mutant turtle granted with low-level superhuman strength, speed, endurance, longevity, etc. Raph is considered the strongest out of the Ninja Turtles, who can already take down bulletproof opponents like the Mousers and the Triceratons. Raph can temporarily overpower Super Shredder's physical strength, who is able to survive getting stabbed in the heart and endured a plasma blast. That was in the 2012 cartoon. He survived getting ragdolled by Bebop and Rocksteady, who can one-shot buildings and knock around train cars with their punches alone. And he defeated Rocksteady in a battle royale. This is in the IDW comics. Raph is skilled in pressure point combat, being able to take down characters like Slash with his techniques. He's also defeated General Aquila, a more experienced fighter who managed to capture the 13 monsters with brute force. He's also strong enough to support his weight of the weight of an entire cell phone tower. Raph is fast enough to dodge bullets, bolts of lightning, and lasers. He's able to catch arrows with his bare hands, and he can also keep up with Slasher's teleportation, which can travel through space and time during their battles. Raphael carries smoke bombs, shurikens, kunais, turtle comms, shell cells, T-phones, chains, grappling hooks, tagaki if I'm saying that right, flamethrowers sometimes, and tonfas, and most notably, his weapon of choice, the twin sais. Raph has different variations of his sais, normally being two metallic daggers. And fast forward, his sais are Ninja Tech sais. Raph's sais are futuristic and are forged from Starly, based off of Raph's thoughts and stuff, making it the perfect weapon for him. The sais are able to fly and return to Raph as if it were alive and cut through stronger metals. And Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Raph can use Mystic Energy Tonfas that can create energy constructs and giant-sized avatars, kind of like a Susanoo from Naruto. In the last episode, in the Lost episodes of the 2003 cartoon, Raph wields the Banrai, if I'm saying that right, a mystical chain sickle that can shatter even mountains with its thunder alone. With this sai, Raph is good at pinpoint accuracy when used as a projectile. It can use his sais to defend himself and clash with even chainsaws. He can also snap Leonardo's swords, which can also cut tanks. So yeah, Raph is pretty strong, not somebody you want to mess with in a straight up hand-to-hand fight, or even if it's hand-to-hand, weapon, whatever. Not exactly the kind of guy you want to fight. So given the power scaling and stuff, I would say Raph is at least town level, or at least multi-city block level and stuff in terms of his just in power in general. And then I would say in terms of speed, Raph is definitely faster than light. But yeah, that's how I would measure Raph and stuff, or scale him. With prep or any kind of other composite, I guess I would say yeah, Raph can definitely scale up to probably the mountains of planet level and stuff. But yeah. Alright, so some of Raphael's most notable victories, and these are just one-on-ones, so this isn't anything him and the Ninja Turtles and stuff all together, but this is just Raph by himself. He's defeated guys like the Shredder, General Aguila, Leonardo or Dark Leo, Michelangelo, Donatello, Slash, Spider Bites, Spyroach, Triple Threat along with Leonardo, Zever Montes, best known as Fish Face from the 2012 cartoon, Darius Dunn, along with Master Splinter, Agent Bishop, Batman. Even this is inside Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Batman, like the third edition and stuff. And that one, basically, Raphael had taken on Batman and stuff. This is Mirage Raph actually. So yeah, I know the Ninja Turtles from that story of like from that comic had actually taken on Batman prior, and it actually lost. But again, that was like a whole different version of Ninja Turtles and stuff, and it probably wasn't the IDW versions to be honest. But yeah, but Mirage Raph managed to take on Batman and give him quite a good fight. So there is that, and he's a lot more older and experienced compared to the Turtles that actually did fight Batman. So yeah, so that was a stalemate right there. Raph has defeated Rocksteady by himself in a battle royale in the IDW comics and stuff, as we all know, Gauntlet. So basically, Raph took on Rocksteady, Metalhead or Donatello took on Bebop, Leonardo took on Koya, and Michelangelo took on Bludgeon. Raphael has also defeated Alopex, Dark Raphael himself, that's his clone, and Dark Michelangelo's clone from the Fast Forward cartoon. So these are some of Raphael's notable victories. There are probably more, but these are what I just thought of on the top of my head. So there are more, or if you can think of any other like characters and stuff that Raphael's defeated, you can let me know down below or whatever. I might just rewatch some shows and stuff, and I'll probably come up with more characters from that. But yeah, these are just some like characters and stuff that I thought of. All right, so I'm gonna talk about some of Raphael's best voice actors and stuff, and I'll just tell you like the best pretty much voice actors in my opinion for Raphael the character. All right, so coming at number one for me, I would say Greg Abey, if I'm saying that right. He's actually the best voice actor of Raph. As you know, he is the voice of Raph in the 2003 cartoon. He has the most notable voice in my opinion. And so far I don't think he can really be undisputed. I'm like, every time I read a comic or I like think about like Raph's like inner voice, I imagine his voice. So usually that's a good sign showing you that that's probably the best voice actor then in that case. He's voiced Yusei Fudo from the Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds series, and he's voiced Sam Speed from Sonic X, which that was to my surprise too. I didn't know about that until I looked it up. I was like, wow, Sam Speed and Raphael both got the same voice actor. That's pretty interesting. Alright, so Raph's second voice actor I would say would be Sean Austin. Sean Austin has voiced Raph in the 2012 cartoon and stuff. He's also the second voice that comes to mind when I just think of Raphael's voice. I know some people kind of miss Raphael's Brooklyn, New York kind of accent in the 2012 series, but personally myself, I actually thought Sean Austin was pretty good. He definitely plays a more youthful kind of Raphael, so I like it. He's played he's voiced Shazam in some DC animated projects and stuff, and he's played a character from Lord of the Rings, Samwise Gamgee, if I'm saying that correctly. I don't watch Lord of the Rings, so I don't know all the characters like that. And I'm just definitely not motivated by that recent Power of the Rings thing. I don't know, but I'm not gonna get into that. Nolan North has voiced Raphael. I'd say he's the third best voice actor of Raphael. To my surprise, I was like, wait, Nolan North voiced Raphael? That was pretty interesting to learn. But yeah, he voiced Raphael in the 2007 movie. As we know, Nolan North he's voiced Deadpool, he's voiced Cyclops, he's voiced Superboy, he's voiced Superman inside Young Justice. So yeah, Nolan North definitely has quite a reputation. The fourth best voice actor for Raphael, in my opinion, will be Rob Paulsen. Rob Paulsen has, as you know, he voiced Raphael back in the 1987 cartoon, and he's voiced a ton of other characters between like the late 80s to the 90s and stuff. Definitely, Josh Pies and Ken Scott, they played as Raphael back in the 1990 movie. Josh Pies is responsible for voicing Raphael, and Ken Scott had performed all the martial arts and the stunt work as Raphael, so that was pretty cool. Darren Criss, he voiced Raphael inside the Batman vs. Ninja Turtles movie and stuff. He's also voiced Superman inside the Man of Tomorrow movie, so that's actually pretty cool and stuff. And I think he definitely has voiced Superman recently in some of the other projects. So yeah, I would say this is the placement that I would say this is the best voice actors and stuff for Raphael. All right, so I'm gonna talk about Raphael's love interest and stuff. In this section, Raphael has the most love interest of the Ninja Turtles. He has like the best written relationships. Raphael's first love interest is Mona Lisa from the 1987 series, where the pair defeated a group of pirates who were responsible for mutating Mona. Mona appeared in like one episode in the 1987 series, but ever since then, she's kind of became like a fan favorite and stuff in general. And then she was kind of reintroduced inside the 2012 series in the IDW comics. In the 2012 series, she's an alien salamander named, and I cannot pronounce his name, so I'm not even going to say it, where she's been a salamandrian warrior that falls in love with Raphael. So yeah, I thought that was probably the best version of Mona Lisa and stuff. Of course, the 1987 one is good. So yeah, but that and the 2012 one, I would say definitely she has the best relationship with Raphael. One of Raphael's best love interests is a fox ninja named Yumiko, but she's referred to as Ninjara. At first, she's kind of introduced as an enemy, but after a misunderstanding, they kind of make up and become a couple. To the point where like Ninjara was even like moving in and living with Raphael and stuff. This is in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Adventure comics, or the Archie comics and stuff when it was published by them. Yeah, so I thought Ninjara was a pretty cool character and stuff. Definitely like one of the best love interests of Raphael and stuff. So yeah, she was kind of living with the Ninja Turtles and stuff and Splinter for a while. Even having a bit of a love-hate relationship with Michelangelo. But due to like some rights issues and stuff in real life, Ninjara was kind of transferred to a different comic series, so they kind of broke up and stuff. And I think Ninjara ended up having like a daughter or something with someone else. So yeah, I mean not to say she cheated on Raph, but they broke up, and Ninjara dated this other guy. They got married and they had a kid together. So yeah. But hey, look on the bright side though. I mean, the same comic book run, Raphael does marry a mutant coyote girl named Mez, who does actually help him out, like run a restaurant and stuff called Turtle Island. In the future and stuff, this is 100 years in the future, or technically in like 2000. I want to say the 80s and 2090s, so it's not like 100 years from now. But yeah. In the 2003 series, Raphael had a mutual interest in a girl named Joy Reynard. She's one of Raphael's fellow acolytes and stuff from the Ninja Tribunal and stuff in the Lost episodes. That's like what, season 4 of Ninja Turtles, or no, that's season 5. My bad, sorry. But yeah, of the 2003 cartoon. And one of Raphael's most notable relationships is with Alopex, who is similar to Ninjara. She's a mutant fox girl who started off as an enemy, just like Ninjara. But this time around, she was working for the Foot Clan and stuff. Raph was very distrustful for her when she abandoned the Foot Clan, but eventually they kind of gained one another's trust. So yeah, and then eventually they became a couple, and I was cool with that. But currently, though, I'm not a fan of how Alopex's characterization has just been just written to be talkative, whiny, unfair to Raph. And you have Sophie the Camel to thank for that. Like, I'm not even kidding. I really don't like how Alopex is presented inside the IDW comics and stuff. Yeah, like, she's just completely, like, whiny and complaining and stuff now. Ever since, like, her and Raph officially got together, which, in my opinion, that's been long overdue. But, yeah, they get together, they date for a minute. Alopex starts like whining and complaining, especially when like Raph becomes constable and stuff or whatever, and Alopex just out of nowhere is like, "Oh my God, Raph! All you just care about is your job," even though he just got it in the next issue and he hasn't even like talked about it like that. Like, it's annoying, it really is. And then currently Alopex, like, I guess she broke up with Raph and she's kind of just by herself now. There's a recent comic that just came out about Alopex. I haven't read it yet, but yeah. But mostly she's just bitchy and whiny and stuff, and I just don't like it. Completely out of character for me. So yeah. But anyways, those are all of Raphael's love interests. Tell me who you think is the best person. For myself, I would say like the best love interest for Raphael. It's a toss up. I want to say, like, person myself, I want to say if you want to get like a full story out of it, I would say Ninjara, honestly. Followed up with like Mona Lisa, then Alopex. And stuff. But I gotta say, like Raphael must have a thing for when it comes to like apparently mutant fox girls or something, because he got like or like mutant canine girls and stuff. He got Mez, Ninjara, Alopex. I guess Raphael does have his taste in women, right? Because I'm the keenest fox. I'm not a woman, but. Anyways, but yeah, those are all of Raphael's love interest. Yeah. All right, so I'm about to wrap up this video with one more topic, and that is how should Raphael be written in the future? All right, Raphael should be written to be a man or turtle of action. As a teenager, he's very angsty and a troublemaker due to being isolated with his family in the sewers. So, basically, since Raphael doesn't get out a whole lot and he doesn't interact with a lot of people, it kind of makes him stir crazy. So, yeah, that's kind of his problem and why he's always so moody and stuff, and why he likes to just go out by himself and get some fresh air. He's definitely not somebody that likes to wait around and just sit, just sit still and just do nothing. Raph may be argumentative and a bully to an extent, but he makes up for it for being a stand-up guy. Raphael enjoys picking and getting into fights and stuff, but he also enjoys hanging out with his brothers, including Casey. As a hero, Raphael is not someone to look the other way and will help out anyone that is deserving of it. Otherwise, you can just go suck a lemon. Raph is the second oldest and the second in charge of the Ninja Turtles in the family, and he's respected for his loyalty, his selflessness, and his strength. That's who the character is. So that's how I think that Raphael should always be written and stuff, to be basically kind of a bit of a softie, but he's still like, the dude's a badass. I mean, like, you gotta admit. But yeah. So, anyways, tell me what you think about Raphael down below. What's your favorite version of Raphael? Honestly, I can't decide if I had to say, like, just on top of my head, best versions of Raphael. I like the Mirage version, 1987. Well, I mean, I guess I love all the versions, but definitely in terms of, like, stand out as a character, in my opinion, I guess Archie, Raph definitely stands out for me. 2003, 2012, I would say, like, those three at least are probably the best versions of Raphael. So, yeah. What do you guys currently think of, like, his take on Raphael? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Are you kind of in between? Tell me what your opinions. But anyways, this is Kenneth Fox, and I'm out. Peace, and until we meet again.